Hey guys, this is Brittany with Gardening Made Simple. Today is a fun and flavorful video. I'm going to show you guys how to make Chive Blossom Vinegar. You heard me right, Chive Blossom. A lot of people don't know that you can actually eat these beautiful purple flowers that grow at the top of chives. You of course know you can eat the leaf part of the chive, but we can also eat that beautiful purple blossom. So in this video I'm going to show you a step-by-step way to make Chive Blossom Vinegar. And then I will also be showing you guys, or I'll actually in a later video, there will be a recipe on how to make a Chive Blossom vinaigrette with that vinegar we're going to make today. So come along with me and I will show you step by step how to make a super yummy, super easy Chive Blossom vinegar. It's going to be fun and flavorful. Alright, so our first step when it comes to making our Chive Blossom vinegar is to get our chive blossoms. Now, with your chive blossoms, you want to make sure they're fully open before you actually use them. That's whenever they're going to have their best flavor. And also, when you harvest them, you want to make sure you go all the way down to the base of the flower so that you're getting that whole blossom and the actual stem of the chive. And then we can also use this part in our vinegar as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect all of these blossoms, starting, like I said, at the very base of the stem. And I will fast forward through that. Oh, and the smell is amazing. Has that really light oniony smell to it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest the rest of these chive blossoms. Alright, so my chive blossoms are harvested and they are so pretty, but they are now ready for our vinegar. Okay, so I have all my ingredients here. It's a lot, so you might want to write this down. Just kidding, it's two things. Chive blossoms and white vinegar. All right, so this is 1.5 cups of white vinegar, and I'm going to go ahead and cut these chive blossoms off, and then I want to use a kind of a mortar and pestle type of situation and just crush it up or crush the blossoms, not completely up, but enough to release the scent, the essence of the actual blossom. And so that's what I will do before I actually put everything in the jar. So let's go ahead and chop the blossoms off, and I like to also use a little bit of the actual chives too, just to give it even more flavor, but that is optional. And I'm going to do about, let's see, I'm going to say about a cup, maybe a little bit more than a cup. But all we'll do, we'll cut off these blossoms. Keep these parts because you can use this just like you would chives. So I will keep those, and I will also use some of them for the actual vinegar. And I'm going. Okay, so I have my chive blossoms all rinsed off, and I actually used my salad spinner to get the excess water off of it. It also released a couple of little bug friends that were living inside of my chive blossoms. That is not unusual. Bugs live outside, and so do chive blossoms or any plant. So all you have to do is rinse them off, put them in a salad spinner, or even pat them with a paper towel, and if there's any little friends in there, they will come on out. So they're clean and ready to go. We're first going to, like I said, crush them up a little bit to really release all the oils and good stuff that's in these blossoms. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a few at a time in this bowl, and like I said, I have this little My daughter calls it a masher. Little masher, and like I said, I'm not trying to crush them completely. I just want to release the good oils that are in those flower petals there. Smells so good. Okay, that's good, and you can actually see the oils. Yep, you can see the oils right on that. All right, so we've crushed them. I think that's pretty good. All right, so then we'll put them in our pint-size mason jar. It doesn't have to be a mason jar. It could be really anything that you have that you like to store different liquids in. And like I said, I'm eyeballing, and I'm gonna put, this is actually probably like a fourth of a cup, but I'm gonna actually use all these chives because I want it to be, these blossoms, because I want it to be super flavorful. So I'll put a few more in, release those oils. I can hear my puppy in the background. She needs some attention. All right. Put those in the jar. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of those. Yep. Release those oils. Now, like I said, what I'm planning on doing with this vinegar, you might be asking, why are you making a chive vinegar? Well, first of all, different flavored vinegars are a great base to a lot of different marinades and vinaigrettes, and so that's what I plan to use with this. Something else that you're going to see is that once this has set, it will turn a beautiful purple color. So then you can look really super fancy when you have dinner parties and your vinaigrette that you bring out is purple. People will be wondering what's going on. All right, I'm just going to kind of mash it down in my jar. And like I said, I'm going to add some actual chives to it as well, just to give it a little added flavor. And I don't know if I'll use all of those. That looks good. I'm not a measurer. I like to eyeball it, but that I would say is about a tablespoon of chives. And like I said, this is going to be about a cup, a little less than a cup, probably 3/4 of a cup of chive blossoms. All right, so now we're going to cover all that good stuff with, this is a cup and a half of white vinegar. All right. I'm going to fill that up to the top, and I will put the lid on this, and I will store it in a cool, dark area for 2 weeks. So we have to be patient. I know it's going to be hard, but you will be well rewarded after 2 weeks because you'll have a beautiful purple vinegar that we can then use for all types of different things. But that is how simple it is to make a chive blossom vinegar. Okay guys, this is where we have to be super patient. We've finished our chive blossom vinegar, but it's not done yet. It has to sit for 2 weeks in a cool, dark area to get all those good flavors combining together. And then check back in 2 weeks. I will have another video where we'll go ahead and strain the chive blossoms out of there, look at how pretty that purple vinegar is, and then make it into our vinaigrette. So come back in 2 weeks and we'll see what happens with our vinegar. If this video was helpful to you, if you enjoyed it, or if you have comments or questions, leave those below, and also subscribe. And again, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm going to try and be patient. 2 weeks. I can do it.